Legend of Total War here, and today this is a channel update video where I want to talk about 2019. I want to talk about what we want to do in 2019 and what's going through my mind at the moment, things that are processing. I want to do better, constantly do better by you guys, make better content, be a better person for you guys, because I realize now that I get to over 100,000 subscribers, I'm becoming a role model for some people. I never wanted it, but that's what I am, and I need to be a little bit more responsible with what I'm doing. So these are things that I've been reflecting on, and I want to talk to you guys about it. So 2019 coming through, I would like to go through the entire year without a single controversy. That would be great. Now, part of doing that is that I need to look back in 2018 and realize what my mistakes were and just try not to repeat them. So where we currently are right now, 2019, things are amazing right now, okay? Just to, not to brag too much, but my channel, the Legend of Total War channel, is currently, which it may change, is currently the second most viewed Total War channel in the world. That's a pretty big achievement for some fuckwit in Australia to be the second most viewed Total War channel in the world. I get more daily views on my channel than anyone except for Lionheart X10. Those people who release, regular Total War content, obviously. I'm not going to compare myself to people who are releasing Hoi 4 content, because it's not the same thing. Anyway, it may change. It probably will change, but for the time being, I'm doing really well. I want to keep doing that. Anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about is edgy humor. I enjoy edgy humor. Some of my favorite comedians are those who basically say whatever they want, who sometimes get into trouble for it, but I believe that I just like edgy humor, And we've all got our different tastes. So I don't want to sit here and say that I understand how these jokes aren't funny anymore. No, you know what? Edgy jokes are funny, but they're not funny to everyone, and they might be sort of an acquired taste. Now, I'm not a comedian. I've realized that I'm not a comedian. Sometimes I say things that I think are funny and they're not funny. I speak recklessly. I swear a fair, not as much as I used to, but I'm fairly reckless with my speech. I use strong language. Some people are a hell of a lot more careful with their words than I am. Anyway, going forward in 2019, I've had to reflect on my edgy controversies, being, the swastika formation shit and the NECA joke specifically of last year, and those are things that really brought me down a lot, because people use that stuff to judge me, and it didn't feel good when being judged that way. And I know that I'm not racist, because I embrace my everybody that watches my videos, regardless of where they come from. I don't care what their religious beliefs are. Everyone is welcome, except for dickwads, and being a dickwad is not a race, so you can't be racist against dickwads. Otherwise, because if you were, I'd be racist against myself, because I'm a bit of a dickwad. Anyway, so going forward in 2019, I really don't want to be doing any edgy humor, but in addition to that, when I'm doing live streams, and this happened a few live streams ago, some people took it upon themselves to just slam the chat with the edgiest shit I've ever seen in a chat. And my moderators were working basically around the clock to fucking ban people and like time them out. And I just want to say, in 2019, that's not going to be acceptable. I'm not saying that you shouldn't ever tell any edgy jokes, but I'm saying that due to the state of things of YouTube and whatnot right now, you can't be saying this stuff anymore. Not on my channel. It's not going to be welcome. I have simply lost too many battles for this, okay? I'm not going to think any less of you if you do like that kind of stuff, because like I said, I like that stuff as well. But I need to play ball a little bit with you. I don't want to get deplatformed from YouTube. Seeing what happened to Mumkey Jones, see what happened to Alex Jones, Sargon of Akkad, you realize sometimes that even if you're in the right, and it's arguable whether you think those people were right or wrong, but it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong sometimes. The people in charge get to decide these things, and I need to play ball a little bit more. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to suddenly become a family-friendly boy. It's not going to happen. Occasionally, I might say something that may offend someone, but I'm not going to go out of my way to try to offend someone, and I'm going to try to stay clear from the topics that are particularly edgy, being, Nazism, transgenders, sexism, that kind of stuff. try and steer clear of that kind of stuff, because those are the hot topics at the moment, and it's not a fight worth losing everything over, because I now feel like I've got a lot to lose. And you will see this with channels that come somewhere and they're like really, really reckless, and then they get somewhere and then they realize, I actually care about what I've built here, I can't risk this on being reckless. And I'm at that stage right now. I care about having my audience, and I know that with a click of a finger YouTube could snuff me out and that's it, I'm gone. And I don't want that to happen, because I still feel like I've still got a bit of mileage left. But in terms of the edgy scene, I've lost all my mileage. You know, I'm done on that point. The other thing that I talk about that causes controversies is picking fights with developers. Obviously a stupid thing to do, but 2018, Creative Assembly did some things that I really didn't agree with. In addition to that, I've never felt particularly welcomed by Creative Assembly, never had a particularly good relationship with them, and I was treated very unfairly by one of their staff members. Now that's all in the past, I'm willing to forgive all that stuff. However, looking back on it, I lashed out with anger, and that kind of stuff I need to not do in 2018. I need to not start wars over, don't turn a bonfire into a spark. Other way around, don't turn a spark into a bonfire. There's, like for example, when Desert Kingdoms came out, and I made a video of Desert Shitdoms. And whilst that may have been a very funny video, I don't think Creative Assembly appreciated that. And it probably, even if they didn't say so, it probably contributed to what was the end result, which was the blacklist. And we'll come back to that later. Anyway, so I'm going to try to steer clear of picking fights with people in 2018. Not that I ever really went out there to pick fights, but I'm going to be consciously try to be a little bit more tactful in what I say, because people do care about the products that they're making. I know some people be like, oh, you're just going to sugarcoat things now. No, it's not going to go from one extreme to the other. If, for example, Three Kingdoms comes out and it's shit, I'll let you know. But there's a way of going about things that's being a bit more tactful, as opposed to just taking a diarrhea shit all over everything. There's a more tactful approach, and that's all I'm saying, is that I'm going to try and be a little bit better in my approach, a little bit more diplomatic in my approach, because I think everyone benefits from that. Anyway, so moving into the type of content that I want to be making in 2019. I do have some ideas which I'm thinking about that I haven't yet come into play for new types of series, but I'll talk more about that at a later date. But main thing I want to talk about are Let's Play series. Now, when I first started the channel, it was a Let's Play channel, and it's been a staple of the channel for a long time, and I enjoy doing the Let's Plays. But looking at analytics and looking at how people's attention spans and how long it lasts, the age of the Let's Play is coming to an end, at least in terms of my channel. I want to do Let's Plays, but I recognize that basically it doesn't matter what quality of the Let's Play is. When I release the episode 1, it gets lots of views, and then every episode after that, it tapers off quite dramatically, eventually getting to a point of, minimum people watching it. And it's usually not sustainable. And I've come up with a strategy to still be able to do, Let's Play series, but just do it a bit more intelligently. So from here on out, when I do a Let's Play series, it's episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. But once the videos don't reach a certain threshold after 4 or 5 days of views, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the remainder of those videos and upload them on my secondary channel. This is actually somebody else's idea, so I don't want to take credit for this. Somebody else had this idea on a live stream and mentioned it to me, and I actually shot it down at the time, because I haven't logged into my secondary channel in months, and I just didn't want to. But I've realized that actually it's not that much effort for me to do that. It's like 5 minutes a day at most to just do that, and that way people who really did want to watch episode 755 of the EU4 campaign or whatever, they can still do so without affecting this channel. And if you're thinking, well, how does it affect this channel when you do that stuff anyway? Because it's views, you don't want to throw away views. No, there can be such a thing as bad views. And I'll explain it to you. The way the YouTube algorithm works is it rewards consistency. Okay, now we've got this new tool now called the YouTube Studio Beta, and it has a lot of problems with it. It's pretty shit most of the time, but it does have some things that are really good. And it has this analytic, like a grey bar, that shows whenever you release a video, it shows what it expects you to achieve based on your channel size and how your other videos perform. a little grey bar. And for me, that is between 6 and 11,000 views within the first 72 hours. Now, when I release episode 455 of whatever, and it performs way below that, YouTube basically goes, this video is not performing as well when released to all your viewers. And so, what I've suspected for a while now is that when that happens, your YouTube doesn't send out the next video, as much to your other subscribers. And what ends up happening is that if you send enough of these crap videos out, YouTube starts soft unsubscribing people, as in they stop sending them the notifications. So with my channel, there's a lot of inconsistency. So I could release a video that might get 5,000 views at tops, episode 45 of whatever, and then I could release the next top 5 video, and it gets 255,000 views in a very short period of time. A lot of inconsistency in that. And the problem is that episode 45 really damaged the potential of the video that went viral. And so what I want to do is keep those videos on a channel that doesn't matter. All the trash will just go on there. So if you haven't subscribed already, go to the secondary channel. I mean, it's the same video, essentially. But the quality videos will be on this channel. Because here's the thing as well, what I've learned. I used to do this thing called Rapid Fire Friday, where I would release 5 to 6 videos of like episode 45 of, I'm saying 45 a lot, whatever, just late episodes of campaigns. It was a way for me to just dump this trash online. And what I noticed is that people would unsubscribe during those days because their notification bars were filled with garbage. I've realized that I can only release 1 video a day, 2 at the very most. I can do a live stream as well on top of that, but any more than that, and YouTube is like, you're releasing too many videos. So that's why over the past few months, I've only released 1 video a day and occasional live stream. So when you have a video that you got to release that's only going to get 3,000 views, well, then I can't release my 250,000 view top 5 video, which they're not hard to make, so I can keep making more of those pretty easily. I'm not going to spam them out every day like I did the disaster campaign. I've realized once a week is pretty good. Okay, same thing with the disaster campaigns. Once a week seems to be ideal, but I've got other ideas that are along those sorts of lines where I could rack them up with some really good ideas and have a good variety of series going, which aren't episode 45 of the EU4 campaign. So people have been asking about the EU4 campaign because I stopped posting it a while ago, and there's still about 30 episodes left to go. I didn't end up finishing the entire campaign. I can't go back to it now due to the patches. I don't want to revert back. But I got to pretty much the late game. And people are still interested in watching it. So I'm going to release all that stuff on the secondary channel, so you can still catch that there. So that's what I'll do from now on with Let's Play series that are just not really performing as much as well as I'd like. You can still watch them, but do so on the secondary channel, because I just basically on this channel here, I just want to release good stuff. I want all of my videos to be absolute fire, and it's not gonna be that way. Not every video, I can't guarantee, is gonna be good. Some of them I'm just gonna have an off day, and it's just gonna be, well, Legend, that was a piece of shit. That's gonna happen every now and again, but I'm gonna do my best to make sure that I'm, releasing as good quality as I can, because I like how things are going, and I'd want to do better. Okay, of course there'll still be more top 5 videos, top 5 Total War videos, more disaster campaigns. I'm not getting as many emails from disaster campaigns anymore as I used to, but I've still got a pretty good stockpile, so I'll still manage for the time being. I'll let you guys know when I'm dangerously low on disaster campaigns. Okay, and then the next thing I want to talk about, and this is probably the most difficult thing for me to talk about, is my anger issues, and then 3 Kingdoms. So first thing I want to talk about is the anger stuff, because this is the prelude to it. I think it doesn't come as a shock to people to know that I have anger issues, and what that simply means is that anger does rule my state of mind quite often. It only takes one comment to pick a nerve at me, or very small things to get me set off, and sometimes it can be a good thing, my anger. So I don't want to sit here and say anger is a bad thing. Sometimes anger is a great way to motivate me. Be like, okay, I gotta do better. I'm doing shit. People are criticizing me. I gotta work harder, and that's a good way to utilize anger. But a bad way to utilize anger is what happened when I got blacklisted with CA, and people probably could have seen it a mile away. But that's just what happened, and I really need to need to control my anger issues. So, taking what happened in early 2018, I wasn't being treated fairly by Creative Assembly. They came up with all kinds of bullshit excuses to keep me out, and I named and shamed one of their staff members. Now, that was not a good thing for me to do. I shouldn't have done it. I regret it so much. I shouldn't have done that. Now, even though I had all the evidence in my favor, it was still the wrong way to go about it. It just was. I ostracized myself, or allowed them to ostracize me from the greater Total War community, and since then, I haven't really been contacted by any content creators or just anyone in the Total War community apart from viewers. And that's fine. I accept those responsibilities. I did that. I have to live with what I did. And that's just the way it is. Now, why am I talking about anger issues? I have, ever since that happened, I have been trying to control my anger better, to stop that from happening again. Now, coming up, Three Kingdoms, it's got 6 weeks until it's released. Now, the next 6 weeks period is going to be the time of this year where my anger is likely to become the most challenging aspect for me to deal with. And some of you guys will be like, how is that going to work? So, here's the thing. I'm not going to get early access. I'm blacklisted. There's no forgiveness for me. If Creative Assembly hasn't forgiven Darren for what he said, there's no hope for me. Absolutely none. I don't particularly want to get unblacklisted. I think the state of affair works. Because like I said, I wasn't happy dealing with Creative Assembly, so not dealing with them is fine. But there are other ramifications for it. It wasn't all just peachy when I got blacklisted. There are other ramifications to that. And part of that is viewer expectations. And I don't like to disappoint you guys. But there are certain things that are out of my hand. I cannot get early access. And I know that we got so many new subscribers, and that's great. Welcome to everyone. But not everyone was familiar about what happened last year. Went through a rather dark time last year and was very angry. And some things happened which are not reversible. And people are going to, in the next few weeks, other Total War content creators who are in good standing with Creative Assembly will be releasing Let's Plays and videos and reviews of Total War 3 Kingdoms. And I will not be able to compete because I don't have the game. I won't be getting it. I'll be getting the game when it comes out. I'll get it on March 7th, but I can't make content until then. I won't be able to have an opinion, and people will be asking me about that. Now, during that time, this is during a time where, just comparing it to what happened with Warhammer 1, because it's probably going to be even bigger than that. Everybody else's channel is just going to fucking skyrocket during that time. And I'm going to be jealous, okay? I'm just predicting this stuff. I'm going to be jealous. Who wouldn't be jealous watching people just get fucking easy views, And I'm going to be very jealous. And so during the next 6 weeks, I need to be basically meditating to make sure that I do not let my anger make me do something stupid. So I just need to be calm and focus on what I'm doing, not focusing on what everyone else is doing. And all I'm saying is I would appreciate it if you guys didn't put any pressure on me to do Three Kingdoms content. So in the lead up to Three Kingdoms coming out, I promise I will cover the game. I promise I will. But please do not ask me to my opinion on anything until that day. Until it comes out, until I've actually played it, please do not ask for my opinion on anything. Please do not ask me to release content that I cannot release content. Please don't ask why I don't have early access or anything like that. Please don't help me basically dig up old bodies and open up old wounds, okay? This is stuff that I can live with, but I don't want to let you guys down. And so please understand that my hands are tied with this. I cannot do anything about it. I've accepted it. Please, you guys do it as well, because I just need to get through the 6-week period. Like I said, this is just a prediction of mine that my anger issues are going to flare up. Sometimes anger gets out of my control, so I need to be in a good state of mind. So if I'm on a live stream and I'm playing a different game and other people are releasing Three Kingdoms content, please do not come on and ask me about Three Kingdoms, okay? Because you will see me get angry, okay? If you see me getting angry, please don't push it, okay? That's all I'm asking, alright? I'm going to do the best I can by you guys this year, and if I could ask one thing from you this year, is please don't push me during this time period here. I have to get through it without doing something stupid, okay? Because this is the time where I'm most likely to do something stupid, okay? Because that was the thing with Thrones of Britannia as well. I didn't give a fuck about Thrones of Britannia, right? But it was all the pressure from other people that were like, why aren't you getting Thrones of Britannia? Everyone else is releasing content. And I was like, yeah, why aren't I getting Thrones of Britannia? Everyone else was goading me into it, and I get jealous and angry. And, you know, anyone would when they're not treated equally as your peers, and which was the case. But you know what? I've let it go. Now, on top of that, I want to start 2019 on a new leaf. Now, I know that there's some things that I've said and done that some people can't forgive. And I accept that. Now, but I would like to get people's forgiveness for things that I've said and done. Like the necker jokes and the swastika and that kind of stuff. Things that I've said that may have offended people. I would like to get forgiveness on that. Because I didn't mean to offend them. Okay? I found the stuff funny at the time, so I'm not going to sit here and say that I didn't find it funny, because that would just be a fucking lie. But I would like to get forgiveness for that. Now, in order for me to even expect anyone to give me a second chance for this channel, I have to give other people a second chance as well. That's only fair. I can't expect the world to become fair if I don't treat people fairly myself. And so what I'm going to do is that I am going to unban every single person that has received a ban on my channel. And that's a lot. There's probably about 100 people that have received a perma-ban on my channel. That is to say, people who cannot post comments on my channel for whatever reason. They posted an insult or anything like that, it's fine. So what I'm going to do is, as of now, I forgive everyone. I don't want to go into 2019, I don't want to have any baggage. I don't want to have any grievances or any grudges, okay? Because they will just weigh me down. Forgive everyone and of everything. So, if you've insulted me, if you've stabbed me in the back, whatever it was. I don't want to name specific examples. And CA as well. All is forgiven. All is under the water under the bridge. Not forgotten. I understand, but it's all forgiven. So I'm going to wipe clean the ban list, which I'm sure I'll be filling that back up again pretty quickly, because I have done this in the past where I've cleaned out the ban list, and those same people came back on and were like, "You fucking asshole." You know, stupid shit. Look, here's how to not get banned on my channel, okay? If you want to criticize me, that's fine. Okay, if you want to give feedback, it's absolutely fine. But when you chuck in insults, okay? Legend, you're stupid. You know, that's an insult, okay? You're going to get banned, okay? Because I'd have no patience for that, okay? I don't go out there and try to insult people on an individual level, and I expect the same level of respect from you guys as well. So, if you don't want to get banned, all you gotta do is just don't insult me. And don't insult other people as well. Because here's the thing, when you insult people, you lose the argument, even if you're right, okay? Because it's sometimes not about who's right or wrong. So just a little bit of word of advice for you guys, okay? Those of you who are about to get unbanned. But anyway, like I said, want to have a really good year this year. Positive year. I don't want to dwell on negativity. I want to start it off with forgiveness. I don't expect everyone to forgive me. I don't expect anyone to forgive me. But I'm going to forgive everyone of what they did, because I'm doing great right now. Fucking, I don't need these grudges, you know? I don't need to rub it in anyone's face or anything like that. I'm doing great, so I forgive everyone of all trespassers. I let it go. And I think that's the best way, to just let these things go. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to get over my anger issues one day. I certainly believe this is a start. Anyway, I don't want to go around in circles too much on this. Let's have a good year. And right after releasing this video, I will be live streaming. So, well, I'll give it, you know, time for you guys to watch it before I start live streaming. But I wanted to get you guys feedback. I'll be reading the comments, and I'll catch you later, fuckers. That's not changing, okay? So I'm not gonna change the whole "see you next time, fuckers." And I probably should explain this, okay? It's not meant as an insult, okay? It started a few years back, and it's not meant as an insult. If I call you a fucker, okay, that means you're one of us, okay? That's all I mean. So I know some people don't like it when I say "see you next time, fuckers," okay? It's not meant as an insult. It's actually meant as "you're one of us." I hope you realize that, just to clarify that, okay? It's a term of endearment, yeah fuckers, and I'll see you next time.